Okay. All right, well, welcome 6th graders. I am so excited to see all of you. We have a couple of things we need to do today before we jump right into book club. The first one is, I'm going to pass these little tiny white slips of paper around. It says name, grade. Do you want to continue with book club, yes or no? Okay? So if you want to, you're going to put name, grade, yes. If you don't want to, name, grade, no. Our next book, so we're going to have, I'm still debating, we can talk about this. Do we want to, how many of you have not finished Spy School yet? Okay, oh, so we still have a fair number of people who have not finished it yet. So we're going to do one more week with Spy School, and then we're going to jump to our next book, which is the crossover. After that, we're going to be reading a book called A Long Way Gone. And then there's one more book that, off the top of my head, I can't remember what our 4th book is. But we'll get there. So if you want to keep going, please put yes. If this is just, you've tried it and you're not interested in it, that's okay. My feelings won't be hurt. And you can go ahead and say no. So there are pens and pencils. I'm going to give you all slips. Go ahead and take one, pass it down. You can flip it over so you don't have to share your answer with anybody. And I will collect those at the end.
And we're really happy that you guys have joined us so far.
We are. We love that you guys are here. It's not working.
Yeah, we were working.
There we go. Now it's working. Oh yeah, this one's genuinely not going to work.
Done.
Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, just flip it over. No one has to see your answer, unless you just want to share, and then that's fine too. You can just leave it here for now. I'll collect them later. Okay. The second thing that we're going to do today is just to review very quickly our 4 book club norms, just so that we don't ever forget these.
Okay.
Number 1, try not to interrupt, but also give others a chance to speak. Okay? Number 3, accept each other's ideas and thoughts without judgment, but be okay with disagreement. Okay? So these are kind of 4 things that we want to strive to always do in a book club. Finally, I have some questions here about our book, but I don't really feel like asking them today. Is there anybody else who would like to lead book club? Maribel would like to read book club, or lead it. So this question we need to do first, but otherwise you can pick whichever questions you want to do, and then call on people, and I might raise my hand too.
I thought you said who wants to lead book club.
Oh, leave? I'm sorry, lead. I didn't enunciate very well, did I? Lead book club today. Okay, so go ahead and ask that first question, and we'll talk, and then you can ask whichever other ones you want, because we won't get to all of them.
What has happened since we last talked?
Like right now,
What's been happening in the book so far?
can I talk about my book?
Not right now, but maybe at the end you can tell us about your book.
Okay.
Should we let someone else talk for just a moment?
Yeah.
Okay, and then we'll come back to you.
Wait, is it about school? Is it about the school?
Spy School, yep.
Okay, so probably like a chapter 18 Chip sent his note to Ben about meeting him in the library or somewhere because it's important for his life. So he actually didn't have to sign off. Sorry.
Okay, what else happened? Sam, do you want to share anything else? Emma?
He's still in chapter 18.
That's okay.
They were asked like they were like maybe they were kind of going off of Chip and saying like maybe he's right, maybe it wasn't him. He could be telling the truth about it being, I can't remember his name.
Erica?
Yeah, Erica. Because he said he just saw her playing bombs when they were schooling.
Yes. I know, scary, right? Okay, Edward, what else happened?
Yeah, the same thing that he said, and they were sparring in the library, and
You guys don't spy in the library, do you?
Sometimes.
Okay, so there was also some spying in the library going on, okay. Well, why don't we ask some more questions? We kinda got a little bit about what's going on in the story, so go ahead, Maribel, pick one that you think will be interesting.
Why does it matter if Chip and Tina are an item?
Ooh, if they're a couple, why does that matter if they're dating?
Because Tina, she gets the copy of his personal information, and she could have easily given it to Chip.
Yes, excellent. Anyone else have a thought about that?
Kind of like what she said, because they think that Chip is working against Warren, or what's his name? I forget.
Ben, yep.
And he could easily just get the stuff from her.
Right, okay, so that's scary, right? If Tina's giving away information that Chip's not supposed to have, okay? Cool.
Sam.
You wanna call in Ian too? All right,
Okay. I think they want to shut them because, what's her name again?
Erica? No, Tina.
Yeah, Tina has the information, and they're giving, information of the president, government,
Mm-hmm.
the spice beaver,
Right. Yep, okay.
and the beaver.
All right, pick another question for us.
On page 151, Ben finally admittedly spoke from both Chip and Erica through his insulting of the principal. Chip is impressed by Ben's courage and Erica by his ability to think quickly. What do you think? What do you respect most in people and why?
What do you respect the most in people? Like, what makes you think a person is really a good person? You respect something they do or a way that they are. Do you want to answer this one, Meredith? Okay. So what do you respect in people? What would you look for in a friend, or what do you think makes a good person?
I think what is a good person is like their honesty. Like if they don't think something, then like they will tell you instead, like making you think that they like it, and then like once you do it, they like accidentally let it out that they really did it, and then you're like, why did you do that? So
Why
you're
are you
honest.
honest with me? Okay, so you appreciate honesty. Got it. Cool. Thank you. Want to call on some other folks?
What I like about people is how they act and how they act to other people. Like they're like nice and respectful.
So if people are polite and use their good manners and are respectful to others, you really respect that in them. Okay, cool. Thank you for sharing. Ian?
This is how I know someone's very nice. I stalk them until they do something nice. That's just creepy.
What does that mean, Ian?
In school.
I know, but what does that mean? What does it mean that you stalk them in school?
So, let's say I have a friend in the classroom, like Maribel, that's in the sixth period. And Karen in the sixth period. I see that Karen doesn't like Spanish because she always goes to the library. And I see that Maribel gets annoyed by Aiden since she Lily.
So you are very good about observing people and getting to know them by observing them. Okay, and then you look for things that you respect in them. Okay. All right. Miss Sandy, what's something that you respect in people?
I like kindness.
Kindness.
I love seeing kids do something nice for someone else. I think that is what truly makes everything tick. If everyone just consciously made one nice thing for somebody, especially if it's somebody that maybe doesn't get a lot of kindness in their life. Something as silly as saying hi might be life altering. So I'm really big on kindness.
Cool. All right, I'll pick another question.
13, Ben's steakhouse is attacked by someone named Mike Brzezinski.
Oh, I don't know.
Do you remember who Mike is? Why do you think he's after Ben?
To get in for a party, because
But who is Mike?
Mike is
We haven't heard of Mike's name in forever in
Mike
this book.
Mike is his friend from regular school.
Yeah, so from before he came to spy school, Mike was his best friend, right?
Yeah, and he wants to take him to the party to meet Elizabeth. I forgot her last name.
It's okay. This girl, right? Yeah.
And he it wasn't him who texted her, because I forgot what he was doing, but he came and Sam got him, and they did something for him.
Okay, very good, very good. Did Sam answer that whole question, Maribel, or is there any more to that question that we want to ask people about? Think you got it? Yeah, okay. Well, see, now she's got food in her mouth, so I'm gonna not make her be rude. I'm gonna ask the next question. Does this book remind you of any other books or movies that you've seen? Can you make connections between this book and something else? I'd love to hear from someone who hasn't raised their hand for every question. What about you, Emma? Does this remind you of any books that you've read or movies you've seen? No? It's okay if it doesn't. No, you've never read a book like this or seen a movie similar.
I can't remember.
That's okay. Yeah, that's okay. All right, Sam.
Kind of like Harry Potter, but not really. Cause like
Why do you think this is like Harry Potter?
Because they're like on campus and like there's like something like around, so they can't leave,
Mm-hmm.
and so like it's hidden and it's
Yes.
like discovered or it's like covered as something else.
Okay. Good. Yeah, that's a great
I think that's-
connection.
Yeah.
So there's something similar about Harry Potter and Spy School. Very good, Emma.
So I wouldn't have known that because I don't read Harry Potter.
Someday maybe you will.
But now
Yeah.
maybe you will because you
No.
talked about it.
I didn't read Harry Potter until I was 30. It's okay, someday you'll read it and you will enjoy it. Or you might not, because Miss Sandy doesn't actually like Harry Potter. She's weird. But,
I
you know,
don't dislike it. There were a few parts that I thought were kind of violent that I.
that's true. There are some violent parts,
Yeah.
especially in the later books. All right, Edward.
It reminds me of the movie Spy Kids.
Oh
Yes, absolutely. That's a good connection. Did you like that movie? Okay. You did, yeah. And there's like Spy Kids 2, isn't
Yeah.
there? Is there a 3?
Yeah, there's more. There's tons more.
Are there?
Yeah, there's one where they're like really older teenagers and
Oh, yeah.
their aunt
Yeah.
has 2 stepkids and a baby,
Oh.
and they find out she's a spy.
Of course she is. It runs in the family. All right, Ian.
She mentioned Hunger Games because
Katniss.
Katniss came from a house and then moved to this place and then moved from a regular school to a spy school, and they both were new and they met friends.
Yep.
And plus how Sam said they were like in how Ben was in this like area that they can't get out. Same thing as Hunger Games because how they all had that fighting thing and how they had the zombie out.
Yeah, absolutely. So both of the main characters in those books were kind of forced to go into a brand new situation where they didn't know what was going on. It was confusing. They really had to figure it out. It was kind of stressful. That's a great connection. Thank you, Ian. All right, Maribel, you got another question for us?
Alexander tells Ben that they are safe and secure in the bunker, that he is lucky to be part of such an exciting opportunity, to be targeted by the enemy. Do you agree? What sort of excitement have you experienced in your life?
So Ben is being targeted by the enemy, right? And so Alexander Hale is saying, this is a good thing, right? This is exciting that you are being targeted by the enemy. Is that something that you guys think is exciting? Have you had any sort of crazy excitement in your lives? All right, Maribel, there's some hands raised. One of you guys talked.